Hey, John, what are you up to?
Carolyn, you know that ride we took this week up to Lubec, Maine?
Oh, it's so beautiful.
So beautiful it inspired me to write an original song.
You write and perform original music?
I sure do.
Oh, I think we'd all like to hear that.
I thought you'd never ask. The only thing in life that makes it worth living is a ukulele tuned riding, motorcycle riding women. Let's go to Lubec, Maine with Carolyn and Johnny on the toys.
That is sounding very familiar.
No, I assure you, it's all original.
Oh, okay. Hey, when do you think it's going to stop raining this week?
I wrote another song.
Another song.
Saturday, that's when all this rain will go away. Welcome back to the Grand Shamrock Tour.
Oh, this is week 2 in Maine, but it's the original Maine.
Yeah, not like some of my music renditions, not so original.
Yeah, but you're trying hard.
Yeah,
I like it. I like
hey,
it.
can you believe Maine?
No, I mean, it's been wonderful. It's stunning.
Yeah, we are in Forest Ridge Campground in Ellsworth, Maine, and Jeff and Lynn have put together just an ideal location for people that want to travel to Acadia.
Yeah.
So we're here at Forest Ridge, Jeff and Lynn's campground in Ellsworth, Maine. It's just a beautiful area, but super quiet.
It has been one of the more quiet campgrounds that we've been in.
This is Jeff from Forest Ridge right here, and he runs basically a 5-star.
Oh, it's 5.
Yeah.
5 Shamrock.
Five Shamrock site here. We have had such a great time. Jeff runs a top-notch facility. He emphasizes quiet, and I promise you, it is unbelievably quiet here. We have had a great time. Looking forward to more. But the proximity, Jeff, to Acadia, how many miles?
About 14 miles to the national park entrance.
14 miles. If you haven't been to Maine, you don't know what you're missing. It's just fantastic. But Jeff, thank you so much.
John, you're welcome.
We love what
Thanks
you're doing here.
in.
We're having a good time.
We are. One of our first things to do really was to visit Acadia.
Yeah.
And we did bike and hike last week, which was really great.
Yeah, but we try to plan the weather, and we had a couple of just exceptional days lined up with it we were going to be aware of, and so we wanted to take full advantage of them. And the one thing we certainly wanted to do is get up Cadillac Mountain.
Well, that is one of the rides that I was looking forward to, and you have to have a special ticket to actually go up Cadillac Mountain.
Yeah.
That limits how many people go up.
Recreation.gov will give you just have to go online, you get your permit lined up for the time and the day you want to do it.
Yeah,
and it's about $6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's enough parking. Well, on motorcycles, we can always find parking.
Yeah, but we weren't the only ones up there that day.
No.
No, there was a cruise ship in town, and so it was us and about 4,000 other people.
And I could tell the cruise ship people, because they had their little scopolamine patch on.
Yeah, you don't need a patch to hike or bike, but you do need one out there on the high seas.
On Cadillac, the whole top of the peak is covered in granite.
Yeah.
And everybody found their own little corner of granite when they wanted to eat their lunch.
Well, and we had our snack up there, and it is the highest point on the eastern seaboard. So when you think about it that way, at 1,500, it's only 1,530 feet, but you can see for miles.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I saw Bar Harbor.
Bahaba was right down there. Right down there.
And the cruise ships that are in the port.
Right. And we took the one-way road around all of Cadillac Mountain and around Acadia is a one-way road, so it allowed us to kind of weave back and forth and see the island that way, coast, mountain, coast, mountain.
We had a good, those one-way roads though, I enjoy riding those, but make sure you know when you're back on two-lane.
Yeah, make sure you remind yourself that there could be oncoming traffic this way, because that could get a little dangerous.
We could have had fun.
Yeah,
you know,
so it was a really beautiful area in a beautiful day, and just a wonderful outcome for us to be up there on Cadillac. We'll be back. We've got a lot more to do here because we decided to spend a month here because it deserves a month. You'll need it to get most everything in.
There is a lot to see and do. You picked another good day,
Yeah.
and that was going up the Bold Coast.
Yeah, the Bold Coast of Maine. This is America's coast, and it is named that because it is bold. It is rocky. It has eddies and just everything you could imagine. You could wrap your head around in just a short distance.
And every time I drive by one of these bays, I just say, I can't believe we're here.
Well, out on Schoodic Peninsula, I was able to swing around and take a picture of you with the with a sailboat in the background, riding along this quintessential New England harbor.
Yeah,
it's just great.
It was. And postcard perfect day. We are going to explore Schoodic next week a little differently.
Yeah, but today's goal was, or that day's goal was to get up to the northeasternmost point of the United States, which is West Quoddy
Head
Lighthouse. The idea for me was to get to that final of the 4 corners of the United States that I was able to touch.
You have been to all 4. I, of course, have only been to the 3, but all 4 of those. And it really was an amazing feeling just to
Well,
get
you can
there.
see, it was beautiful. It's just such a beautiful place, and it does give you somebody who's always had that as a dream. It can be a little bit of an emotional experience when you get out there and you see that for the first and probably the last time.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that stop for us.
Yeah.
As well as just being here in Maine, that feeling of
Well, and it wasn't just that. We had this great ride up there all along the way, and we stopped in Machias and had lunch, and we had the good fortune of meeting the city manager of Machias. And Bill Kitchen, and he said, "Hey, thanks for sitting on our picnic tables. That was my idea." And I go, "Well, actually, sitting on your picnic tables was my idea." And Carolyn just went along.
I liked how he told you the story of the town.
Yeah. So Machias is an inlet that goes all the way to the sea, but it's wide and it's deep, and it was a big shipping port where.
Rocking and a rolling, smishing and a splashing over the horizon. What can it be?
It happened to be the very first maritime battle of the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, real interesting.
Yeah, well,
we didn't want them taking all the trees.
Yeah, no more kings. We didn't want that guy taking all the good trees and taking them back to England. So that's where the first battle was fought of the maritime battle of the Revolutionary War was fought. Great. Yeah. When we got up there to Lubec, I looked over there, and Carolyn, right across that green bridge, Canada.
It's Canada.
Yeah, it's Canada.
I kind of was hesitant to actually cross over because the last couple of years was difficult to get across Canada.
Yeah.
But this was slick.
Yeah.
It was so easy.
We've been trying to get into Canada for 3 years, and everything was so difficult and so hard, or we couldn't do it in the lockdown. And now it takes about 45 seconds.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. For 2 motorcycles, maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah. And we got up there, we rode to another lighthouse, and I was able to walk down to the Bay of Fundy.
The Bay of Fundy.
Yeah, and it's just, so the highest tidal effect in the world is the Bay of Fundy. And we're just on the leading edge of it up there. But you could just see by the photos how deep this is. And we were there about 8 feet of
well, don't get caught out on the island.
Oh no, you'll
be out by the lighthouse for at least 8 hours.
Yeah, it takes 8 hours for it to swing around, so you can get back if that was the case.
That sounds good.
And so we were there. We decided to come back and have pizza at a place we saw on Maine Life.
Yeah, that little YouTube, the gals are great.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad they did that because Lubec itself is a real small town.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was closed up on the day we were there.
Yeah, there was only 2 restaurants open, and one of them was the pizza place that we saw on Maine Life. And I got to tell you, we had a calzone there. We split it, and it was delicious. We've had a tremendous feedback from our opening skits. So this last
who
week,
doesn't like a skit, John?
this last week was the one with the bean supper, And so
Very
we had
popular.
tremendous feedback. So we're doing a special bonus edition of Opening Skit. So we're going to put that together for you right now this week, and we'll drop it in as a bonus episode while we continue our final finale, our big grand finale.
Yeah, which I'm looking forward to both of those. Can't
Yeah.
wait to see how that
Yeah, they're
turns
gonna be great.
out.
It's gonna be great.
It is going to be
Yeah.
great. And on that note, travel safe.
And we'll see you out on the road.